Lost on Lost Season 2, baby!
Hell yeah!
We've watched Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Lost, and we've learned a lot.
Did we?
And we've learned to love Jack, Kate, Sawyer, Boone, and Claire.
Did we?
But now it's time for Seasons 4, 5, and 6.
That's right, we're still going to talk about the mysteries and mythologies of the island.
And obviously hot tropical hookups.
But now we're going to talk about things like the freighter,
The Others,
Charles Widmore,
The Lighthouse,
time travel,
9/11,
Ronald Reagan,
the Catholic Church,
Titus,
gold chains,
the military-industrial complex,
the prison industrial complex,
the void,
the orb,
and so much more.
So strap on and strap down, because if you thought last season was confusing,
This is going to be so much worse. Or better if you like being lost on Lost. Strap on?
you heard me.
Ooh,
Welcome everybody to Lost.
Oh, wait.
No, wait. All right. You want to try it
yeah,
again?
sure.
Go
right.
ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Lost on Lost. No, that we tried that once. That's not good either.
Did we do like a greetings? A greetings, everybody, to Lost. Oh, I see. I said to instead of
Yeah, this
at.
isn't good.
No, wait. Let me just read it.
Okay.
Welcome everybody to Lost on Lost.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Got it in one.
It's the blooper episode, everybody.
Hey.
We've been threatening you with this for 4.5, almost 5 years, and here it is.
Yeah, literally since the first episode we ever did, we were like, well, everything we were saying in this episode's certainly not going to make the cut. I was thinking to myself earlier, I was like, you remember those old like the late night smut tapes, commercials, like this is too hot for TV, you know, like the girls going, I was like, this is too dumb for the internet, which is pretty fucking dumb.
This is content that was cut from the episodes. If you don't enjoy it, well, there's a reason it didn't make the cut. We've assembled a list of the best of the best or the worst of the best bloopers for y'all. There's a tone in between each clip. You'll notice we tried to keep clips with their guest so that you get a batch of everyone all at the same time. If you're a real trooper and you make it all the way to the end, you get a pretty good 7-minute story from Kevin Heyer about how he pranked James for several years.
Yeah, a trailer hitch Easter egg, if you will.
Exactly.
So like when JP and I split the work, like we take turns editing all of our episodes, and all these things are things that we were like, well, this might be worth saving, you know, like this is funny, it's off topic, or you know, some of them we were like, oh, those are just kind of like, you know, that's like a borderline offensive joke.
Some weren't even borderline. Some are just offensive.
Yeah, some weren't even borderline. There's not a blooper from every single one of our guests. We had, I think, 40 something different guests during the run of the show. So if you don't hear your voice represented on this episode, and you were in fact a guest of the of Lost on Lost, congratulations. You have a better attention span than myself, JP, and the 20 something people that showed up in this episode. So
thank you to everybody who's been a part of this show up to this point. We are still going to do a debrief. We're going to still watch The New Man in Charge and do some pitches for what comes next. So if you guys have any suggestions that are things dumb enough for us to tackle post Lost, go ahead and send us over an email at wearelostonlost@gmail.com.
yeah, and if you know, if your idea is good enough or dumb enough, we'll talk about it. We'll give it a once over. We'll put old BB in the old tin can, rattle around a little bit, see if we can't, you know, squeeze some yucks out of it. So,
and with that, here goes nothing.
Yeah. I heard an absolutely horrible euphemism for oral sex on a podcast just in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
And we can cut it. They were talking about, it's like, the guy was like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm just going to back up to her pussy and just muck barn.
Oh, no.
Nope, it's staying in.
Oh. I need a 5-minute break after that.
Jesus.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
I heard that. I immediately, I cracked up out loud in my office because A, it's one of the most heinous things I've heard, like, in my life. And B, I've mucked a barn before, So, despite the fact that it's heinous, I see the parallel.
Oh, no.
That's how we should open the Outtakes episode.
Jesus. I just think he's manifesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Sure. That's why I get up every day and I say, I'm going to be 6'2".
You're like 6'1".
Aren't you?
No, I'm 6 feet.
Oh.
I wanted those last 2 inches so bad.
Anyways.
There's a clip. I can't wait to cut this episode. It's just going to be 4 seconds long, and it's going to be Kai. Hey, I'm out of the closet. I really wanted those last 2 inches.
Finish it off with me screaming Subway masturbator, and you got yourself a deal.
Subway John Locke is not a Subway masturbator.
Yes, he is.
What's her name? God damn it! Now it's escaping me.
Charlotte?
No, the woman from Back to the Future. Like, if she was my mom, I'd probably bang her too. Because I can't fucking
I
think
hope
of her
your mom
name
listens
now.
to this episode.
Oh my god!
Oh boy. Your
Leah
dad's
Thompson.
in the room.
Leah Thompson. I met Leah Thompson. She directed an episode of Picard. She was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And now she knows you want to bang her.
Well,
I'm sure she listens to the podcast.
I'm sure she does.
yeah. We'll cut all this.
But I need to take another moment to be like, does his character, like, has he always been a fighter?
Saeed is he's a veteran. He was in the Republican Guard. He fought in the
he's a
first
soldier.
Gulf War.
Yeah.
And
then he's recruited
Listen,
by the TIA.
he's an intelligence specialist.
Met a lot of people who are veterans, and I live with an active service member, and I've never known any of them to be able to look that hot while they fight somebody.
Well, that's because JP runs a camera and my brother drives truck. Saeed was an intelligence torturer.
I am devastated right now.
I mean, stab more people.
I thought you were going to be like,
guess.
I've never known anyone to be that deadly, and it was really just about being handsome, right? Either way, it was a lose-lose.
He is
This was
so
your
handsome.
Kobayashi Maru guy.
If there was dragons, I'd be like, hey, JP, check out that dragon. And you'd be like, what? I'd be like, dragon these nuts.
Oh no.
You would fall for it in this scenario that I've
Maybe.
created in my head.
He would fall literally right now.
Yeah. And then we could do it to Eric.
Oh.
Oh, Eric would get got in a second.
Eric's always playing 4D chess.
Yeah, but he would always fall for a ball joke.
40s nuts.
He's never expecting you to have your balls out.
Well, he didn't go to college with Adam.
It's so fucking good.
If we're in the middle of cutting stuff, it was my nephew. They kept having to take him to the ER when he was really young because he kept stuffing peas up his nose and they couldn't get him out. And eventually, the doctor is like, "This is the little tool that we use. Do you guys just want to get one so you don't have to keep bringing it here?"
And now
this
he's
is
big enough where he can do it with his own katana sword.
Exactly.
Do Google image search, Russell, for turgid.
I do have a
Would you like me to
question.
read the dictionary definition of turgid?
Yeah.
When we're done with Turgid Watch 2024, I have a question for the experts about this scene.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, I'll get him on the horn.
All right.
There can be several uses, but primarily swollen or tumid. And I generally hear turgid used in very different contexts, but it applies nonetheless.
Because she's always reading that smut.
That's exactly where it's often used.
So
It's
next
how-
time I'm on the can and I'm like really grunting one out, I can be like, honey, this turd is turgid.
I wish you wouldn't.
Oh my
Which
god.
I wouldn't.
I don't even have a vagina and I just got dry.
I warned you at the top of the episode.
So dry. How dry do you like
By
it?
Russell Antiperspirant. Do you need to be dry all day? Try Russell Antiperspirant. Eric, you had a legitimate question about Lost?
Well, let's not go that far.
Kim, can you give us both the clap
What?
again like you did in college? Wait, I mean, can you just clap by the microphone?
It's letting me record again, so I'm not really sure. Stops us again. Do you want a little clap just in cases?
I'll always take a little clap.
Love a
for you,
little
Kim.
clap.
I never once gave anyone the clap. I just want y'all to know that. Wait, hold on a second.
That part's not going to
Wait, what?
make the outtakes rule. Only the part about the first part is.
You know, that's fair. That's a fair point. I'm addicted to TikTok.
If you're going to be addicted to
Cool.
anything, to smoke cigarettes is way better.
Who will read me my tarot.
I'll do it. I did your tarot reading the other day.
You did.
With my Dungeons and Dragons tarot cards. Ladies, form an orderly queue.
Just say, hey, what's up with the wheelchair?
Okay, I'm laughing real hard because we had a call. I don't know why this happens so often, but frequently we'll be on calls where we get called for something completely different. Yeah. And it's not until much later that we realize the patient is missing a leg. And so it's so funny to like we have to pick them up and put them on the cot or something, and then they go to pick up the legs and like one of them is not there, or they'll ask them like, hey, can you walk? And they're like, no. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, I can't.
Yeah, but just in a circle and real slow. Like, what the fuck?
We're like, can you wiggle your toes? Oh, it's so great. Or like, can you wiggle your toes? And they're like, that one's not real. And you look down and you're like, oh, I guess I didn't realize, because like you get shoes on and you have like a really nice prosthetic and like jeans. I don't know.
Or like, can you wiggle your toes? And they like hold up their leg and shake it. Like, yeah, I can. Or like, same thing. If I was an EMT and I ever picked up a person who had a prosthetic arm or something like that, all of their intake forms would be like, the bad guy from The Fugitive.
So Devlin McGregor could bring you Provasic.
This guy, it's like, this guy's fucking fired. We can't have him doing this anymore. I wanted to move everybody to the cave, but the cave's filled with bees now, so we can't move there.
It's Kate's fault.
It's bees and water.
We thought they were ground bees, but it turns out they're water bees, and now they live in the spring.
I know all about bees.
They killed 2 people 40 years ago. They were stung to death. One of them's a lady. I checked.
They had a bag full of one black bee and one white bee. And Kate's like, oh my god, he knows so much about bees. He's so fucking hot.
Summer, I want to fuck your dad. Oh, really?
I do not believe for 1 second that Jack knows how to identify skeletons as male or female.
I buy it. I feel like basic anatomy is something he had to learn as a doctor. And
I had to learn basic anatomy. Nobody was like, if you find these bones, you can tell.
All right, Kim, I'm going to get 3 sets of bones and bring them over to your house. Yeah. I'm going to, don't, hey, this is for science.
I'm gonna mail 3 pelvises to you. So let me just Google human pelvis delivery.
If you're looking to mail pelvises, use the U.S. Postal Service flat rate boxes. U.S. Postal Service flat rate boxes, whether you need to male or female a pelvis.
This is way better than B-Box.
Use the promo code "Put Down My Grandma's Corpse" at checkout.
Adam and Steve.
That's it. Use the promo code Adam and Steve.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Do we know what the incident is?
Here on Lost, we do. And chronologically, you would too. The incident was the season 5 finale in which Jack set off a thermonuclear bomb because he could not cope with having a crush on Kate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, and I can't even get a text back. What? Come on.
Listen, Kim, next time I get my hands on a thermonuclear device, I'll set it off for you. I don't know if that's what it takes. Do you guys think that the reason why Jin's suit is so big in the shoulders is because it's full of bees? But the bees know how hot he is, so they're just super chill about it. They're like, damn, we love living in this dude's fucking jacket.
They'd be like, Jin, you the queen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you.
There you go.
Oh, this is gonna get me on a fucking watch list. What is Evangeline
Lily's cup size?
You're not.
Cup size.
He keeps an incognito tab open for stuff just like this. Like when he has to Google Elizabeth Mitchell bending over, when he has to Google Elizabeth Mitchell tramp stamp, when he has to Google son kills Colleen, Rule 34.
Wait, can you look up if there are bees? But
32B.
Yeah, B. There you go.
See?
According to some website that someone made on Squarespace.
That's probably really accurate.
And this episode of Lost and Lost brought to you by Squarespace. You need to be a big weirdo and make a website about how big Evangeline Lily's cans are. Squarespace. Use the promo code Lost on Lost Beak Up for 10% off your first month of Squarespace. Squarespace.
Evangeline Lilly, the only real bees in this episode.
Use the promo code. Oh God, no bees! For your first month subscription of Bee-Box. It's just a box full of bees every month to your doorstep. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, I just set this page to my homepage. God damn it.
But also, only sociopaths eat Red Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
More like fucking red bullshit.
Right, yeah, fucking Delicious is doing a lot of heavy lifting in the title of the Red Delicious app. It's definitely red. I always, my favorite thing about Red Delicious is I've always wanted to eat a candle, but you're not supposed to do that. So if you want to ever eat a candle, you can just have a good old Red Delicious.
It's the I've always wanted to eat the wax off of a Maker's Mark bottle.
That's a better joke. That's a better joke.
This episode of Lost on Lost brought to you by Honeycrisp Gang apples.
I was gonna say brought to you by B Shift because they eat crayons.
Slam. That joke can go over huge in the greater Green Bay area.
Got him.
No, it's all firefighters, not just.
That's gonna be that joke will be huge with all of our firefighter fans or our firefighter audience members.
Are there more than just Kim?
It's a little meteor. Do you know the joke, JP? Do you know the joke?
No, I don't.
Why do space rocks taste better than Earth rocks?
Why?
Because they're a little meteor.
Oh, guys, hold on. We just encountered. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
What is going on? It won't let me record now.
I thought you were going to make another joke about how bad my joke was.
No, your joke is fantastic, and I'm really fucking angry at my computer. All right, this is going to be my third clap.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, my computer is just not
struggling.
having a great time. All right, let me take a clean one of that. Hold on. Meteor!
I hate you.
Oh,
that's gonna sound amazing when we cut it together.
Oh man, my knees sure are sore from slapping them so hard.
Every single gift I've ever given you, I've stolen. I don't know if you know this, but I like to steal. I'm not a kleptomaniac. I don't do it compulsively. I do it because I like to do it. It's actually a bit of a thrill.
At the beginning of the episode, he's stealing a fish from the ocean. You know?
Kim, are you aware of the concept of fishing?
No.
Okay.
I used to do that when I flew. It wasn't porn, but I used to have like a thing. I would get a Starbucks, some Jelly Bellies, and a Cosmo magazine. And for what it's worth, Cosmo sucks, so it might as well be a Playboy.
Sure,
I suppose.
But that's like a little ritual. So maybe Sawyer's ritually buys a pack of Pall Malls and a
copy of Jugs.
Jugs, yeah. Like a blue monster. It's like, fuck yeah.
A blue monster.
I'm getting deported, but I'm still gonna go through my ritual.
At least I murdered a man and got away with it. Let me see them titties.
Well, I didn't make the yurts. I've stayed in the yurts.
You can't reverse engineer a yurt?
No.
Why not? You didn't get that badge?
No.
They should make a yurt that you can collapse and like carry on like a regular tent and call it like a go yurt or something.
No, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone raise your hand if you want to vote Adam off the podcast.
Can
Thank
we do
you.
That was a literal.
Wait. Does that mean we have to take over?
This is not a democracy, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I couldn't commit to the schedule anyway.
My favorite thing is that we are currently sitting in Adam's home and voting
This is
him
the
off
plan
the podcast.
C. This is the
We're
plan
gonna-
C.
We're not kicking him out of his apartment. We're not.
No, Adam, we're gonna keep doing the podcast. You have
I'll
to
do that.
set
I'll go in the
everything
other
up.
room.
You
Okay.
just can't be on it anymore.
I mean,
You get demoted to like intern? Is that-
I mean, you're describing a situation that would
It's
actually
already
be
true.
pretty cool.
You just have to produce
you're
the
fine.
podcast.
Yeah,
You're
just being
free.
a producer, that would be actually kind of neat. But I love doing the show, and I would never give it up. You have to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Okay.
Allegedly.
I don't know what's stranger, the fact that it's only a foot or that it's only got 4 toes.
Oh,
This Simpsons-ass statue out in the middle of nowhere.
Has it ever been confirmed? Like, do the Simpsons only have 4 toes? On their
That'd be
feet?
buck wild if they actually had 5 toes but only 4 fingers.
Oh, I never thought of that.
I never thought about that. I gotta imagine you see it. You got to see Marge's feet at some point, right?
Like officially?
Yeah. Cut to the hatch.
Hold on. I'm in the middle of Googling Marge
Something.
feet, and like, this is.
I'm googling something.
No.
Are you on
The
incognito?
Simpsons only have 3 toes.
What?
What?
No, they don't.
Listen, there's. Has
Listen.
3 toes. 1, 2. Oh, but
She-
now there's another episode where she has 4. Apparently, she has inconsistent toes.
Oh, is this a whole rabbit hole?
JP, are you sure you're on like an actual
Yeah,
site,
are you
not
on,
just
like-
like Rule 34?
So here's the deal.
Yeah, is this Reddit or is this like?
JP, even if you had a foot fetish, we would support
Hypothetically.
you
Yeah,
no
hypothetically.
matter what. Like,
Appreciate
fetishes
it.
are normal and healthy.
Yep.
Thank you.
No shame,
Um,
no judgment.
Although you are a fucking weirdo for having one.
Got him.
Are you calling him Flock because he's fake Lock?
Yeah, fake
Yeah.
faux lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a title gifted to him by the fandom and so
Cute.
flock. Yeah.
That's a big honor
Yeah.
to get a
Get a
nickname
name,
from
yeah.
the fans.
Yeah. Much like Suliet and Skate. It's
Oh, the ship portmanteau.
yeah, the ship portmanteaus of
Mm,
Juliet
yeah.
and Sawyer and Kate and Sawyer.
I'm deeply familiar.
And
Sack.
I don't know if Sack ever really caught on, but it fucking
That's in the fanfic world.
Yeah, fanfic.
Sawyer's
Sack's the real one.
Jack,
Yikes.
yeah.
It's funny because it's like sometimes like there are like ship names that should absolutely be it.
Yeah.
But
It ends up being something else.
no,
Oh.
it ends up being something else because the ship name it should be based on everybody else in the shows and the way the fandom like decide what a ship name is. Like they like sometimes you're like, okay, but that should be the ship name, and you put it together and you're like,
Oh no.
no. No. Like if you're like for Spock and Kirk, for instance, like what are you gonna do? Cock?
Cock.
Spurk?
Spurk. Oh.
I've seen Spurk a lot.
Oi.
Spurk is rough.
Spurk's worse than cock.
Spurk's rough. Well, cock it was with a K.
Well,
you
yeah.
can't use cock because you're really gonna rock up somewhere and be like, oh yeah, I'm a big cock
I'm a huge
shipper.
cock
be like,
fan.
yeah, you and everybody else, bitch, get in line. Like
Oh, you like cock?
and
Real
they're-
special. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like no, I mean like Spock,
like
and,
Spock and
Kirk.
Kirk.
And it's like no, Spurk is also terrible.
Yeah.
So I think most people just say Spock Kirk or Kirk Spock.
Yeah.
They're just like we're not
We're not doing that. We're not going to engage with
we
that.
can't do this.
No, we're not going to give it any attention.
Spurk is a sound that a horse makes.
Oh,
You'll see it in captions all the time.
Yeah,
like
J-
a horse on screen. It'll be
yeah,
like,
and JP
horse spurks.
yeah, and JP's like a horse expert. So
Hunger Games also probably has a lot of Katniss and Peeta stuff. Rarely do people like the canon pairings, so rarely do you see it show up. Yes, they're were you thinking of what Katniss and Peeta's ship name is? Yeah, it's penis. It is penis.
Yeah.
I saw you.
Hey, Kim and I were talking about this. You know, as an adult, you can just pay to go to space camp.
Yes, man,
But
we should
look
talk.
on Adam's face.
We should talk off the mic about this because
Dude.
I heard about that and I was like, next birthday.
Yeah.
What am
I'm
I
just-
doing?
Adam, you okay?
I've told you how like my life has never recovered from finding out I can't be an astronaut, right? Like, you've heard me say that more than once in my life to you, that I had this trajectory as a youngster because I liked space, and because of all that, I was going to join the Air Force Academy, become a fighter pilot, use that as and major in aerospace engineering at the Air Force Academy, and become and get a job at NASA and become an astronaut. That was what I was going to do with my life. I had that decided when I was like 13, and then when I was 16, I found out that I couldn't be a fighter pilot because I don't have perfect 20/20 vision, and I've literally never figured out what to do since then. I am 41 motherfucking years old.
I'll go space camp.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Badly.
That's the next podcast.
Yeah, the three of us reporting from space camp.
Get all to Freddie. That can be your bachelor party.
Teresa, would you like to come to my bachelor party?
God. Bachelor party in 0G.
I'm trying to picture strippers in 0G, and I'm liking it.
Hold on, I just got to write some stuff down.
Write that down.
I refuse to have Hulu,
Sure,
and
that's fair.
I went to the library.
Hell yeah!
You know,
support your public library, folks.
Yeah,
not this one. Not this one.
Not the one that Klubi's talking about. Don't go to that one. Go to your local library.
Do an interlibrary loan from Oshkosh. Don't go to Oshkosh.
There you go. There you go.
So what had happened is, like, I've had interactions with Oshkosh's library. I put the order in specifically Lost Season 4 because I saw somebody had subscribed or had gotten Lost Season 1.
Okay.
I've had people look at my account and tell me, oh, I noticed that you got this manga, this comic book for One Piece, and you ordered it 30 times. So I'm like, I know that they look at my account.
Sure.
I know that this is a conspiracy show.
Oh.
Do they know?
Are they trying to stop you? Yeah.
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 Why is this guy just ordering season 4 of Lost?
Right. That something has to be fucky around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how they tracked Mel Gibson in that movie Conspiracy Theory.
Yeah.
Fuck. And we talked about Mel Gibson today.
Oh, fuck.
Barrier in the Others Playground, just as a little fun thing to do. Like, there's plenty of spots.
That's where Alex is back.
Okay. All right. Sorry for stepping on that.
No, you're good.
Why would you know that? You can't know that. You would never possibly able to, and not only that, it hasn't even technically happened in the show yet.
Yeah.
I'm making a joke about something that happened 12, 15 episodes from now, and we've already seen it because this podcast is a ridiculous, horrible idea.
Oh, no. Adam is blaming me for this decision.
Oh, and I couldn't be
It's
happier.
all come down to this.
Hey, one of my favorite quotes in life, and I'm sorry to interrupt, is
No, you're good.
The beauty of Armageddon is that history will never judge us. And I want you guys to all think about that in this coming year.
History will remember the fall of Rome, but not that time I shit my pants during a theatrical viewing of Lockout starring Guy Pearce.
I do believe that is the third time that has been brought up on the show.
This time it'll make the edit.
I think it made the edit last time.
Anyways.
Never apologize. Have you seen this show? Have you listened to this show? You haven't seen this show.
I mean,
Unfortunately.
we're saving our big. That's our last episode. It's just on. It's going to be 90 minutes of JP and I apologize
Oh my God!
for
please.
4 years. Of
Just make
nonsense.
a list. I'm really sorry for that one time on episode 5.
Going back to episode 1, we're sorry that we made so many one-leg guy jokes about Boone. Episode 2, we're sorry we made so many dead dad jokes. Episode 6, we're sorry we made so many dead dad jokes. Episode 27, we're all too many dead dad jokes. We'll cut this. When Dad was here, we went to the 7-Eleven that I always go to, and because he's my dad, he's like introducing himself to everybody. And
sweet.
a month ago, 6 weeks ago, I ran into the woman who was always working there, and she's like, "Hey, I remember, who's that old man that came in here with you?" And I was like, "That was my dad." She's like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
And that was it.
You should have said
That was
it was
it.
me from the future.
I was like, "Why did you ask me?"
That's as small town as you get in LA. That's
Right.
amazing.
Yeah,
That doesn't even happen normally.
it was just the weirdest thing because we have not had a conversation before or since that moment. And I was like, why'd you ask that? Do you want his number? Because
Maybe.
he would ask me to give it to you.
You should have just give him a call.
This is RDB's number.
Go live in Wisconsin.
Call him up. See if he wants to fuck.
RDB putting backs on mattresses. All right.
And we're back. No, I trimmed my nails today because I trim my fingernails like every week.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, it's scratchy.
Because otherwise,
Weird.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. We don't have to talk about.
Look, we're
my
talking about
finger
manicures. Let's go get a
This is
manicure,
good
Adam.
lost content, guys. Let's
Yeah.
keep.
I think everybody wants to hear about our nail
I
routines.
clip my nails so that it's easier to pick my nose.
You got to keep the one pinky along so you can just dig in there and then flick.
It's like nice Coke now. That's actually for boogers.
Yeah, thanks.
Is this what that Robin Thicke song "Blurred Lines" is about?
No, that's about assault.
Yeah, that's about that's about rape.
Okay, I apologize.
But they got Emily
It was an honest question.
Redzikowski topless in the music video, so good in the bed.
Yeah.
We're cutting that whole section.
Bin.
Oh wait,
Found it.
Oh, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the role that Sam Anderson played in Forrest Gump was the principal that banged Sally Field.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the kid makes fun of him. It's so
Yo,
great.
mama boy, sure does care about your education.
That's for everybody out there that has not seen Forrest Gump. Spoiler: 1994.
What an audio bath everyone's getting right now.
If anybody has wanted to hear Noah ever make the Forrest Gump impersonation sex sound,
My mom listens to this in the car.
oh, Sue!
Yeah, and Mason, your brother said, "Mom, what are you watching?" I said, "It's Downton Abbey." What? Downton Abbey? That sounds like a prostitute.
It's like, it's not,
Just come and see Downtown Abbey.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until just now, but my brother Mason, your son, recently got married to a woman named Abigail.
Oh.
So maybe he got married to Downtown Abbey.
Oh. Somebody's in the doghouse now. Very good.
Chris mentioned my 3 white chin hairs the other day, and I almost walked out of the room in disgust. I was like, go fuck you. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's my wife, and I love her to no end, but she's like, oh, you're getting these 3 little distinguished white hairs here. And I was like, I can't. Why are we having a conversation?
We're not doing this.
I had to shave my balls for my vasectomy, and when my and when it started growing back in, almost all of it's gray now.
Oh my
It was regular colored before I shaved it off. It was pube colored, and now it's straight up. Just it looks like fishing line.
Are you rolling right now?
Hell yeah! They showed me the piece of my vas deferens that they took out on Monday, and they were like, "Do you want to hang on to this?" And I was like, "What kind of psycho would keep it?"
I would. I'd put it in the freezer and save it for a rainy day.
What would you do with it? Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that.
You know how mothers keep the placenta? It's the same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
he told me, he's like, nah, that makes sense. I didn't flip out, but I was like, I don't want that. And he's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. He's like, one guy kept it though. He put it in a glass vial along with his son's foreskin. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. This is why I never come to Santa Monica. This fucking
That man
sucks.
has to go to jail. I was gonna make a fun joke about hot pot. That guy is a danger to society.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, guys. Well, I just glitched out. I missed your whole intro or the whole part there.
Oh.
I missed everything that you just said.
Perfect.
Once you introduced me and I said hello, and you were like, "All right."
Yeah.
Last time you had a stipulation, and I assume it's something with the John Locke episode.
It was something about kissing one of us open mouth with our eyes open.
Okay, yeah, and that was a stipulation.
Yeah,
so
eyes
we'll
open
have to
is-
make good on that.
Yep,
but yeah, okay, good. Yes, I'm glad that was still written in the contract.
Yeah. Same stipulation applies from your first appearance when we talked about. Damn, what is that episode called where John Locke gets thrown out of the building?
I don't know what that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't remember the title of it, but that's what happened in it.
My cat is snoring so loud that my microphone's picking it up, so I have to move him. I'm sorry.
Standing
Give me a
by.
sec.
Al. Good old Al.
Numbers Season 1, Episode 18 starts with them making a raft and then fighting about it. Later, you see Hurley go back in time and have a fight with his mom, who's a big old dick. Then you find out that he wins the jackpot and his grandpa dies. Hurley ends up leaving to go get answers about these lottery numbers. Are they cursed? Who knows? Find out now on Lost on Lost.
JP, you're fired from recaps. Bob, we'll talk in a little bit.
I was like, am I stupid for not knowing what a plate charger is?
What's a plate charger?
It's the plate your plate has to go on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the big plate.
Right. Which, in my mind, hey, folks, I'm going to stop talking about Lost for a second. Why isn't just the plate that big? Why can't I fit my salad and the entree on the big plate that's the sub plate to my regular plate that I'm always fighting between the main plate and the salad plate? God damn it! I'm fine.
Fuck is that, Carter?
That's my herpes.
Oh, that's your herpes. That's going in the gag reel.
I hate you so much. All right.
Me and Carter. Like, Carter obviously loves his sister. But, like, when he first described her to me in college, he was like, she's such a sea creature. And so, like, whenever his sister comes up in conversation, I'm like, Heidi. And he's like, yeah. And so if that was you under gunpoint, and you're like, that my question would be like, did you sleep with Carter's sister? How drunk were you? Oh my god. We're gonna cut all that. No, we're not.
So Jack is like, okay, like how long has she been experiencing these symptoms? And then he asks, has she been drinking enough water? First of all, Doc, that's a weird question to ask when somebody just fucking dropped a pint out of their fucking sniffer. Also, as a man who has dated a woman who was in her later 20s and now in her early 30s, and I consider myself now an expert on white women, no, she has not been drinking enough water. None of them do. Sorry, Kai. When you're listening to this, drink a glass of water, honey. And for all the other white women out there, drink a goddamn glass of water, please. That's what's causing your headache.
Mix in a water. Just mix in a water. That's good advice for anybody, I think.
I leave glasses of just water around the house like landmines, hoping that she'll run into one. You remember in the Spice World movie when Baby Spice was like, I'm so cute, you know, they're like, yeah, you could.
I have no recollection of this.
I'm gonna describe it to you. They're like, Baby Spice is so cute and innocent that no one would ever suspect her of a crime, and they're like interviewing all these people like, did you kill her? Did you kill this person? Did you kill this person? And then Baby Spice is like covered in like weapons or something like that. And it's like, it wasn't me. And they're like, of course it wasn't Baby Spice. That's Elizabeth Mitchell. You know, she's so stunning that if she was like, you can trust me, you know, and she could be holding the like notarized plan from Ben that says infiltrate the survivors, and I'd be like, I believe you, Elizabeth Mitchell, you're so pretty.
So wait, Elizabeth Mitchell was Baby Spice?
Yes, thank you, for God's sakes. Mike, do you want to be the new co-host of the show? Because let's cut that whole segment. Anyways.
No, I like it. We can cut this. My original opening joke was, and I'm joined as always by a man who found out the hard way that it's illegal to own a kangaroo as a pet in Milwaukee County. But then Kim said, is it illegal? And I Googled it, and it's not illegal to own a kangaroo in Wisconsin. It's one of 3 states in which you do not need a permit to have a kangaroo as a pet.
Yeah, but I can't have fucking chickens in West Dallas. You can kiss my ass.
It's probably a city ordinance.
Yeah. Wait till I have a fucking dozen kangaroos in a fucking chicken coop.
Big Poultry just wants you to go to them for your eggs.
Yeah, you know how fucking tasty kangaroo is? You know how big those legs are? Woohoo!
I do know how tasty kangaroo is not.
I saw a hot take where somebody's like, well, if you guys hate Elon so much, why are you still on here? And some guy's like, if I have front row tickets to the Hindenburg, I'm not gonna like turn him down.
Not gonna go to the bathroom. Like,
yeah, the guy's hot take was, the Hindenburg didn't fucking explode on takeoff; it exploded on landing. I was like, and that's why I'm leaving Twitter right there.
well, they actually didn't know the Hindenburg. Shut up.
Elon would have saved the Hindenburg. Notice me, senpai.
The Hindenburg and the Tesla actually have a lot in common. It's because they both start on fire.
There we go. That's the intro.
She did. We have not watched, or have we? Oh God.
Well, I mean, if JP hasn't met her, then I imagine
JP doesn't remember who was in the last episode. JP, I'll give you $50. I will Venmo you $50 if you can tell me who was centric in last week's episode. Yeah.
How much time do I have?
But yeah, so he's being escorted through Heathrow Airport, which is in London. I don't know if anybody knows that. Everybody should know.
I'm
that.
educated. About
Everybody knows that. You've been there, haven't you? To Heathrow?
No.
Oh
no.
We'll cut that then.
Yeah. Should I just say yes? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's nice. They have TGI Fridays. It's good.
Would you prefer Jose or Reyes or Sergeant, or what would you like to? Is Reyes good?
Sergeant's gonna give me an erection, so probably Jose.
Yeah, he's making me stand at parade rest right now. It's kind of uncomfortable.
He's making me stand at parade rest. You know what I'm talking about? This is a handsome fella that you've shanghaied here.
Yeah. Hey, my little guy's at attention. This dude must have been hella horny. He was just like, blind date? Yeah, whatever. Sure, let's go. Yeah, he didn't even get a description. He doesn't know anything about this woman. He's just like, I'm going to show up because I'm trying to get some.
Miles is going to hook him up. Miles is going to hook him up with like some
Nah, if a
creature.
If a dude that looks like Miles came up to me and said, hey, I got a girl for you, I'm like, yeah, get a girl for yourself first. Yeah.
Boom,
Miles is not a handsome man.
I used to hate Little House as a kid because my mom really liked it. She'd put it on and I'd be like, I want to watch cartoons after school. I don't want to watch Little House. And she'd be like, we're watching Little House. And I'd sit there and I'd either not watch it or I'd mope. And then cartoons would come on, Darkwing Duck and Tailspin, whatever. As I was sitting there watching, I was like, actually, man, fuck it. I think Little House might be the shit. Like as Pa was talking, I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
The only time I was watching Little House and actually leaned in and paid attention was when I think there's a little girl that gets bit by like a rattlesnake or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah, as a
little
kid,
girl about to eat it? Yeah, dude, yeah, she gonna die?
Yeah, as a little kid, like there's an episode where like they're trying to drive a wagon and it like they lose control of it. I was like, oh, here we go, some fucking action. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go.
And then it's like, oh, and that's why you make sure that your horses always have enough hay. It's like, don't give me this lesson shit. Trying to get too fast and furious up in here.
Anyways, not a cop, Dom.
I said forget about it, cuff.
I live my life a quarter acre at a time.
Oh, dang it. That's what it was.
Yes. Yes.
You owe me a Mustang.
Yeah. Little House, Little Furious.
Oh, dude. All right.
We're going to workshop. Okay, after the record, we're going to workshop this a little more. We're not here to do that. We're not a philosophical podcast. We're, like, how many times we said snack pack and wiener in the past 5 minutes?
Hey, man. I mean, every philosopher back in the day had statues of their wieners. So
That's true.
Like, you know?
That's true.
Epictetus did say, like, hey, make sure you get the left nut in there.
Yeah, I think that was in Meditations where it's just like, does it really behoove you to stay in bed all day, warm and cozy, or should you go out and make people see your unit?
Oh, Marcus Aurelius did say a man should stay erect on his own, not be erect by others. So tell me that's not a dick joke.
And then he said, watch my hog while I do a backflip. What are you talking about?
In his notes, there's like a big veiny one right there. He's like the kid from what's
Superbad.
Super bad.
Good stop, draw dicks. We got to take a moment to talk about gray sweatpants. For the longest time, I was under the impression that the gray sweatpants thing was like a dude thing. Like you put it on, like men, like women are like they see the gray sweatpants thing, and it's like it's a slutty garment for a man to wear because
100%.
You know, I guess you can see their hog or whatever.
I wouldn't know. I'm not looking.
But Libby's wearing gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe gray sweatpants are just like a hot thing for people to wear.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting her to come out in like scrubs or something. And she came out in the sweatpants, and I was just and I
come on. Almost there.
She was like I can't. I'm not
Listen,
gonna.
she's a Hollywood actor. Like, not everybody looks like that. I look terrible in gray sweatpants. The last time I wore sweatpants in public was May 2nd, 2011, because it was the day Bin Laden was killed, and I knew no one would care what I was wearing. So, like, listen, not everyone can wear sweatpants in public. I'm very self-conscious about it.
I put on
That's
any
a true
color
story.
of sweatpants, and I can't see my own hog, so like it doesn't work for me. We're gonna cut all this. Isn't it wild that The Rock was the first person to know that Bin Laden was dead? Tombstone's Terry O'Quinn.
Now The Walking Dead's Terry O'Quinn.
That dude's been in everything. I was watching Millennium the other day, and I totally forgot that he was in that.
Wow. Have you seen him in Patriot?
The Patriot?
It's the Amazon Prime series called Patriot, and he plays like the director of Homeland Security, and he sends his son off to do a bunch of like dangerous missions. And he's basically playing Locke 2.0, but in the U.S. government. Yeah. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Big recommend.
I like that.
Don't put that in the podcast though, because I don't give out free clout. And I love to gatekeep. Actually, in fact, put just the beginning of what I said and then cut out all the relevant information and keep that last part. Mark.
Stay toxic, King.
I'm generally very good at trivia, but anytime anybody says bank robbery, I just start thinking of the characters in Heat. It's like, oh, were they in Heat? Because no other bank robbery movie exists. Like in my head.
Now I see why you and JP are friends.
Excuse me, Ernest goes to jail. Fuck you.
Well, and then I start remembering. Oh yeah, Inside Job exists. Oh yeah, Ernest Goes to Jail exists. He becomes a magnet in Ernest Goes to Jail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't understand how joint became your etymology for penis, because there's no joints in there. Like it's not. There's no
Maybe
tendons.
not you. I got an elbow in that son of a bitch.
It's the joint between the lady part and the man part. See, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
All right, welcome everybody to Lost. All I could think about, I was trying to make an Octopussy joke, and then I remember that one tweet that Jake Jakeson had where he said, I'm going to watch all the James Bond films in October and call it October Pussy. And, Jake Jacobson's Twitter just lives in my head rent free.
Shout out Jake Jacobson.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Something just happened to my
Spank HUD.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, we're good. No, not to my Spank HUD.
Did you guys ever do the reading thing at Spank Hut where you like over the summer where you have to read like 4 books a week or whatever, and then like you get stamps?
I fucking hate this podcast.
Oh my god. Let's do it.
It's your podcast. You did this.
Yeah, I learned it from watching you.
So I learned all of my actual editing stuff in Hindenburg, which is the unfortunately named editing software that
That's where they tried all the Nazis, right?
That's Hindenburg? Yeah, they put them all in a big balloon and threw them into a tower. It was crazy. It's crazy. Everyone loved it, famously.
That big war crimes trial in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish that was in the episode. There's the name of the episode right there.
Yeah, JP, when is your wedding? Since we haven't talked in 10 years.
August 30th. Get your ass to Milwaukee. It's an open bar.
All right.
Adam's not drinking, so someone's got to drink his share.
Bring some friends.
Bring a horse.
Yeah. He said friends.
Yeah.
Friends of the horse? Turns out Sam Mark's friends with the horse. You heard it here first. I bet you that's the first question you ask him. Are you a people person? What kind of animal are you? Just like, I'm a party animal.
Definitely ask him what player from the Minnesota Twins in their history are you?
Who is that catcher?
I couldn't tell you, even as a Twins fan.
There was that. Oh man, I can't remember. That's gonna bug the shit out of me. Or first baseman? Who's that famous first baseman that played for the Twins?
Herbeck, Knobloch, Mauer. Mauer is the catcher.
Yeah, Joe Mauer
was the first baseman.
Joe Mauer, that was the guy I was thinking. Yep.
Okay.
JP, you're editing this episode, so
fuck.
Do with that information what you will.
Great, thanks.
All right, we've arrived here.
You could always do a trend hashtag sports.
Oh yeah, trust me. This is when this makes the bloopers episode. Nick Brandel's gonna lock the fuck in.
Yeah, in that dead air where we were trying to think of it, he's gonna be shouting from his from the driving range. Mauer is Joe Mauer.
Just
dating us.
Low key humble brag from Adam there that he's younger than me.
Am I? I feel like I'm always the oldest person on the podcast too, but I guess
no, that's Nick Brandel.
Yeah, Nick Brandel beat me by let me count 1,000 years.
Yes.
Much love to Coach B. Love that dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that Michael J. Fox movie? Was it The Frighteners? Was that a Stephen King?
Probably. He's written like 1,000 books at this point.
I mean, you can write 1,000 books if you're not worried if they're good or not. Like,
exactly.
Maybe it's the Tommyknockers. I can't remember the title of it. It's the Tommyknockers or the Frighteners, one of the two of them. Anyway.
No, it was directed by Peter Jackson.
Shut the fuck up. Peter Jackson?
The Peter Jackson?
Yeah.
Adam and I had the same idea. Like, there has to be another Peter Jackson.
No, apparently it's, and it has nothing to do with Stephen King.
Oh, it's not a Stephen King thing?
No. Stephen King's written 65 novels. Jesus Christ. R.L. Stein's only written 25. That guy's got to pump those fucking numbers up. What if that's what they were reading was fucking Beast from the East, Goosebumps? Oh man,
Fear Street fucking ripped though.
Yeah.
Just the comparison to R.L. Stein to Stephen King, JP.
I mean,
Jesus.
It's the same shit, just slightly. It's like when you bump up the Lego difficulty to the next age bracket.
One's for kids, one's for preteens.
I don't think that was me.
Are you sure? Are you sure that you aren't searching the internet for memes of Nancy Pelosi's big naturals?
Oh, he absolutely is. He just might not have shared it because he's a naughty little boy. So
he actually keeps it printed in his wallet.
If you have a copy or a link, Kylie, drop that in the chat, and we'll make sure to we'll make sure to figure out. We'll research. We'll do a little bit of research on our end.
If I just type N into Google, Nancy Pelosi hangers ? Comes up. So
you and I have very different search histories because mine, when I type N, is Nancy Pelosi stock trading history. And neither one are good.
Anyways, Kylie.
JP, I have a confession.
Thank you.
But go ahead.
So much for joining us for this Buck Wild episode.
Thank you for having me. I need to right some wrongs before we say goodbye, though.
Yes, clear the air.
It's going to weigh heavy on my conscience if I don't.
Go for it.
Found the screenshot of the meme of Nancy Pelosi's big naturals in an army helmet. And I would like to apologize.
Was it not
you
me?
are not the one who shared it.
Okay, thank God. Who was it, though?
This is ridiculous that I confused you for this person. It was Hassan Piker's Instagram story from the Young Turks.
Oh. Very similar.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I saw him once at Yamashiro in Hollywood, and he's so tall and has very broad shoulders and was wearing a trench coat, and he looked like a character in The Matrix. But you don't actually have anything in common with him, so it's pretty insane that I confused you for him. Must have been the army thing.
I'm honored. I did have a picture of Kai's cousin's fiance, Ethan, in my helmet in Iraq. I said, don't forget what you're fighting for, and it's my sweet boy,
Right.
Ethan.
That's a long time ago. I mean, JP, you forgot about the Bronco, so like it happens.
OJ's Bronco? I could never.
That's one of my favorite jokes about the Bronco is that the Bronco got discontinued after the OJ thing because they didn't want to associate Ford didn't want to associate one of their flagship vehicles with OJ Simpson, so then they replaced it with a vehicle called the Escape.
They didn't want to associate their vehicle with a man found innocent?
We're cutting that. I don't know why you think you would be able to say that. You can't say 9/11, fine. Reagan stuff, fine. We're not doing OJ stuff.
Look, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
This is true, and that's why we can't get into it. We're getting sidetracked here.
I feel like there's this millennial male thing going on right now where everyone is suddenly interested in 80s neo-noir cop movies.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like, because I've talked to other people at work and other places, and they're like, have you seen this? And it's like a William Peterson movie or something,
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
Walter Hill.
The first movie we watched the first movie I watched for your movie club was To Live and Die in L.A., and a movie I had never seen and was vaguely aware of. And
That movie's wild.
That movie's fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I don't even know how much I liked it, but I highly recommend people watch. I mean, I liked it. I just I think I gave it like 3.5 stars on Letterboxd or something like that. Like I think I gave it half a star more than I gave Wayne's World.
Okay. Both things can be true.
But again, I'm still trying to figure out the star system on Letterboxd. So it's like
fucking full stop. New metric for the show. Was this episode better or worse than Wayne's World?
There you go. I would say this episode was worse.
There's only going to be about 5 episodes of the show that I think that are better than Wayne's World.
We're absolutely going to cut this, but I just have to say this for flavor context. My last year of college, I accidentally joined ROTC. Long story, now in the Army. But we went to Fort McCoy for a field exercise, and in that I think the cadre went completely off script, and we had to kill live chickens for dinner one night.
Jesus.
So I was at Fort McCoy for ROTC for the same credits as improv. So I was wrist deep in warm chicken guts, pulling this thing apart, thinking, man, this is for college credit right now. And then I had to go back to, the theater department and be like, Tennessee Williams.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all I think about every time
How did you all have to grab a chicken, or is it?
They had them fenced in. They say, go grab them and we're going to show you how to gut them. And
How did you kill them?
An M16.
I was going to say, it's like,
it's pre-fried.
Right?
No, they paired us up. One guy had to run into the cage, the fenced in area, and grab it and kill it. And then the other guy had to pluck it and gut it and cook it. And I was paired up with the biggest, dumbest guy who went in, grabbed the first chicken that ran between his feet, snapped its neck, and handed it to me and said, let me know when dinner's done.
What?
It was banana.
Wow.
That guy was Pete Hexus.
That guy's an officer now.
I didn't put on my puka shell. Do you want a puka shell?
No. Do you have one? Shit in it.
Do you have Russell, do you travel with yours?
I don't. I should. I keep it in my gun safe.
That's smart.
Smart. You don't want somebody to get their hands on it.
He's seen Point Break.
Protect it from the cats. Come home and fucking Charlie and Al are just like roasted and listening to 311.
I also have a blue eye
of your energy.
I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card of Blue Eyes White Dragon, but it's in Spanish. I also keep that in my gun safe.
Azul. Azul.
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking great. He broke up with his college girlfriend, and I was like, "Come over to the house. We'll put away a bottle of whiskey. Everything will be fine." I was very happy that he had broken up with her because we all hated her.
We hated her.
Yeah, but so yeah, I bought. Well, here's the thing: you talk about not deserving Bushmills during a breakup. Bushmills is not when back when I used to drink. You drink Catholic whiskey, Jameson's
Catholic whiskey.
Bushmills is Protestant whiskey. It's disgusting. That's the stuff. So you drink. So
You got real white about that shit.
I mean, I used to be real drunk, so
I used to be real drunk.
So no, Jameson's was always my whiskey of choice. So we got Bushmills for the breakup because it's like this is gonna hurt.
Oh,
and so we drank the Protestant whiskey. It was real horrible.
It was painful on so many levels.
The whole thing,
the breakup, the drinking the bad whiskey, all of it.
It was all real horrible. The next day, me, Scales, Kim, Gilligan were all hungover. We tried to go about our day the best we can. The four of us drank a quart of whiskey. We were real fucked up. And, beers and all this stuff, too.
Yeah.
We find out later that afternoon that the fucker got back together with her that day.
no.
He went from the breakup party, whiskey party, to her, and they made up. And I was like, you owe me $40. They eventually broke up and he got married and had kids and it was all wonderful. We'll cover this whole story.
Yeah.
Oh, I was furious. I was pissed. I was so mad. But because I spent money on whiskey, that was why I was mad, which goes to reinforce the fact that I'm an alcoholic.
Give me $40. I'm going to go buy more portions.
Give me $40 so I can buy a good bottle of whiskey.
Some Catholic whiskey.
According to Lostpedia, right around this, somewhere in this scene, Michael can be heard whispering to himself, "Fuck me," as they carry Sawyer up the hill. I didn't hear it, so he must have been like really whispering. Like,
yeah, because I watched this scene 2 or 3 times, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe I feel like that's one of the. I mean, this is broadcast. If they would have heard that, they would have gotten rid of it. So whatever. Maybe it's on the DVD.
Yeah.
So kind of a weird little bit of Americana history. The song Louie Louie was scrutinized by the U.S. government. They spent a lot of money to try to figure out what the lyrics meant because they thought there was like some like salacious, seductive meaning behind them, and all the youth were going crazy because of it. So they spent a lot of money trying to figure out how bad the lyrics to Louie Louie really were. Mm-hmm. And after spending a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of man hours listening to the song on repeat, they determined that they couldn't figure out A, what the lyrics meant, and B, that there wasn't actually any salacious activity that the lyrics were talking about. Funny thing is that halfway through the song, the drummer messes something up and loudly screams, "Fuck!" in the background. And they listened to the song so many times with the intent to find something that was corrupting the youth that they completely missed the drummer screaming "fuck" in the background.
Matt,
that's awesome.
That's
so
the
good.
best side conversation we've ever had on this show.
It's like when I purchase more Detective Columbo memorabilia when Kai is like, don't bring home any more Columbo memorabilia. And then I forget that we share a lot of like online banking accounts. And she's like, how was work today? And I'm like, it was great. And she's like, did you do anything? And I'm like, no. And she's like, really? That's it? You don't have anything else you want to tell me? Nothing else? I'm like, yeah, I bought more Columbo memorabilia.
No, she's like, did you buy more Columbo memorabilia? And you're like, just one more thing.
All right, that's it. We're done. We're done with this podcast. That's the joke. That's the joke. We're done.
My fiance and all of her friends, I'm the oldest person. That is just because there's a 5-year gap between me and my fiance. So like all of her friends from college are younger and all of her cousins are younger. And they just refer to me as the old guy. And I was trying to be like, I'm not old. And I went to dab knowing that it's not
cool
in anymore. Yeah. I dabbed so hard and my shoulder popped and the whole room heard it and it hurt like a son of a bitch. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to fucking go kill myself now.
Just reminds me of that tweet. Every bone in my body cracking as I stand up. Yes, I would like to party.
Like a human glow stick.
Yeah, every time I get out of bed, it just sounds like a bunch of mouse traps going off.
Yeah. All right, we're done. That's it. We're not gonna say anything funnier than that.
Yeah. In 2007, I think we would have been age appropriate. No, she would have. How old was she? How old is she now? We can cut that.
Turns out Adam was the predator.
I'm trying to have an inappropriate relationship with that actress. You know what I'm talking about?
She's one of those actresses who's like, we put a backpack and a t-shirt on her, therefore she's 17. That bitch is like 27, 28.
She can't be under 18, otherwise we can't work her a full 8.
Yeah, I'll work her a full 8.
Unreal.
8 seconds.
Don't sell yourself long there, Russell.
Joey says hello.
Tell her I say what up. No. Ask her if she's still going on with that guy, and then subsequently, has it been long enough since the two of you broke up that I could hit it?
Oh my god. Eggtown's next. I don't even remember what happened in that episode. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one you're constant?
Isn't that the one you're cutting right now?
Is it?
Yeah, that's the Kevin episode. You're editing. You're editing the episode in which we talked about Eggtown, and you can't even. That's how bad
I worked on it today. I couldn't tell you what we talked about.
Amazing.
Sorry, my camera angle's also pretty janky.
Yeah, my lighting's not great.
Yeah.
It makes my already sizable forehead look even worse. Were you born with that forehead? I mean, technically, it just used to be under hair.
Reyes and I were in the city a few days ago, and they had one of those little like things you can like little kids can put their face through to like take a picture or whatever.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And they had a little step up for him, and Reyes is a shorter guy, and I was like, "Hey, do you need to use that fucking step up?" And he looks at me, he's like, "Hey, is your head even gonna fit in that fucking hole?" And I was like. So this isn't the incident about why you're not allowed within 500 feet of a Home Depot anymore.
No, we're going to cover that when we talk about The Little Prince. We're cutting that joke. Have you used the Duolingo app recently?
Where it's got like the really sad ass melty face on the app.
But and as the day goes by, like if you like, he becomes increasingly mad. Like, Kim showed me she hadn't done her lesson, and it was like 11:30 p.m. and the fucking background, it was like dark red, and his eyes were all like, it was very sinister, and I was like, this is horrible. Just do your fucking lesson, please. Don't show this to me. And she's like, I want to see how mad I can make him. I was like, I think this is why we broke up. That's obvious.
That's staying in the episode.
That's obviously not why we broke up. We're cutting all of this. They were next to each other. Like Charlie was shouting at him from like a foot and a half away. Based on the amount of rubble that landed in the cave-in, if Charlie managed to get away, Jack's dead.
Yeah, seriously.
Like he's under.
Like I would
want
to see Charlie like half sticking out of the pile,
right?
Where we can like see a hand or something, but like
just 2 feet sticking up into the air.
Yeah.
Help! I'm in Drive Shaft.
I'm the lead songwriter for Drive Shaft. You might have heard of me. I'm in a cave-in.
My guitar's right over there.
Well, Charlie. Oh, hold on. It's Charlie's 9th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
They said she can't hear you. She doesn't have headphones
on. Put the cans on her. Put the cans on the cat.
Yeah, I like that was the thing that you bumped on, and not, well, she's a cat. She's just not going to know what you're saying to her. It's like, well, she doesn't have headphones, though.
She doesn't have headphones.
We sang the birthday song, and we had little treats.
See, JP, this is why I was trying to get you on my show, so that way you could afford to get Beats for your cat.
Yeah. It gave me, like, I've softened on Michelle Rodriguez within the past few weeks because of
Honor Monkeys.
Yeah, so.
She always gets cast as the same role. She never has the opportunity to do anything other than I'm a hard ass.
Right. And that's why I think, like, on the surface, Dungeons and Dragons looks like the same thing.
Right.
But she does have more muscles to flex acting wise. See what I did there?
All right, thanks for coming on the show, James. We'll see you next time.
JB, did you get it? Because of muscles. in acting.
Acting muscles.
They're like
When's your wife coming back on the show?
I thought she was going to watch the episode with me, but she bailed, and I think it's because she doesn't want me stealing her A plus material.
She does have very good material. I remember the last time you were on, you were like, "This is what Jenny said." And I was like, "That's funnier than anything you've said tonight."
I'm watching this. I'm like, "Where's Jenny? I don't have anything funny to say." So she's saving it for her episode.
She's saving her good stuff.
Yeah.
James, your muscle joke was very good.
Oh, thanks, you. Thank you.
Should I do a bunch of just like sounds that we can drop in if I'm not here to add to the conversation you guys are having? If I'm just like,
you gotta give us a couple of interstitials, just like reactions, and then do like a joke.
Yeah. Ha ha! Jaboy! Brought to you by Crest. And the joke would be like rectum damn near shot him.
Even though I knew you had that, I was still surprised. JP, can you do us a huge favor for your joke? Can you say Dallas, can you say phallus, but I've never even been to Texas? That was a joke written by my friend Dylan Brubaker. Shout out Dylan.
That's excellent.
It's a barn burner. Yeah.
Oh,
he said that. He said that walking out of an elevator once, and apropos of nothing, and I was like, Jesus, that's brilliant.
It's like that guy who flew too close to the sun. What's his name? Clitoris.
And the one thing I think you did on accident, but it's actually a very good joke in the blurb.
I did it with Mark's name.
Yeah, you put.
I did it on purpose.
Okay, excellent. So it said we gave Mark this nickname. He does not use anywhere except Lost on Lost. We call him Mad Dog.
Okay.
And so in the blurb, JP put Mad Dog, and then he put Mark Dunce in quotes as though Mark Dunce was.
I was like, the only person on planet Earth who's gonna get this is Adam, and I appreciate the hell that you got it.
I laughed so fucking hard.
God, Jin is just always. Are you okay, JP?
Yeah, sorry, I'm having a microphone issue. We're good. We're fine.
Did it fall off of your toaster?
Yeah, it started to slide off my toaster.
Did you try putting it on a lower setting?
Shut up. Oh, that's going to be great in the Outtakes episode.
I would say it's the Lost equivalent of painting an X on the ground and hoisting a piano up.
Yeah.
Right. And Charlie's running up like, guys, there's an X over here.
Oh, God.
Isn't that how that one president died?
A piano?
Piano dropped on him?
Kevin used to be really good at knowing how old presidents died.
Are we doing this right now? Okay, listen, I don't think Busher actually knows what's going on here. So I'm going to, that's your cut point for this. So James, I have to pull this picture up. So if you will remember, many you ended up playing a prank on me.
God,
I love this. You took the cat head and you put it on the lamp, stuck it in front of the door, and then I was spooked by it. I said I was going to get you back.
Yeah.
So what happened, Busher, was I convinced James that James Garfield was crushed by a piano.
Guys, this was during a trivia night, too.
It was during a trivia night. What ended up happening was the round was just list all of the presidents who've been assassinated. Sure. We don't do particularly well on it. Host reads out the answers. James Garfield comes up, and I hear, and I'm like, fuck, like, I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah. And James was like, oh, well, you acted like that was super obvious. Why? And I said, well, you know how he died, right? And he went, no, how? And I went, he was crushed by a falling piano. Now, I was saying this as a joke, but I was kind of tired in the moment, so it just came out as authority and fact.
Of course. Yeah.
It's like
and
just matter of fact. Yeah.
Leaned in and went, shut up. And I was like, yeah. He went, well, what happened? I was like, well, James Garfield was touring in the South, and there was an anarchist that didn't like him, and so he dropped a piano on him. And James replied, that's some Acme shit. And I was like, yeah, that's where Looney Tunes got the idea from, was James Garfield's assassination. And James went, wow, that's crazy. I have to go to the bathroom. And he goes to the bathroom. And I'm not kidding. Look me dead in the eye. I'm not joking. In that moment, I went, man, that was a really fun run we had. Like, James is really getting good at yes-anding here. I'm not shitting you.
You'll never be good at yes-and, Kevin.
A week or two later, we're at the same trivia. James Garfield comes up. James looks me dead in the eyes and says, quote, the piano guy. And that's when I realized, oh, fuck, you weren't kidding. But we're with all of our friends. I'm like, if I say anything, he's going to fucking rip my head off. And, like, everyone's going to make fun of him. And so I was talking to a mutual friend of ours, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I have to pull this guy aside. And she was like, don't you owe him for a prank, though? And I was like, I guess I do, don't I? Now, here's the important thing about this, Sure, is it's like, when did it, you're like, oh, like this must have just happened a little bit ago. So James played that prank on me in 2014. I told him about James Garfield in 2015. This has been going on now for about 7 years. And what I would do is every few months, I would just like make it a point to make a reference to James Garfield. You know,
real like Nathan for you type of reminder.
Right. Totally. It's like Piano Man comes on a bar, and I'd look at James and be like, "Oh, look out, James Garfield!" Like shit like that. Make sure that it, like you don't go out of your way for it.
Sure.
And then one day, I still have the text saved. By the way, I took a screenshot of it.
I'm so glad you did.
I'm at work. And I get a text message from James. And it says, who is the president that was killed by a piano with like 4 question marks? Now, here's the deal. Lots of people knew about this. I made it a point. I told his wife about this.
Sure.
JP knows about this.
I've loved this for years.
But I didn't tell anyone he worked with. And I was like, oh God, it came up at work. So I immediately, because I had met your coworkers, I sent a Facebook message to one of them and was like, listen, can you please just throw the heat off of this for a little bit? This is what's going on. She replies and is like, this is hilarious. Of course I'll throw the heat off of this. I message you back and I'm like, James Garfield was crushed by a falling piano. Why do you ask? And you were like, everyone at work says that's wrong. Are you messing with me? And I went, absolutely not. I did a project on this in middle school. I got an A on it. And then James replies and says, send me a link. And I'm like, oh, fuck, checkmate. And then I paused and I went, wait a second, just check. And I replied to him and I'm like, hey, James, I'm sorry, I'm not by a computer right now. That was a lie. I was by a computer. Like, I'll send you a link in a little bit. I then message a mutual friend of ours
Squarespace.com.
who like, he does coding. He lived next door to me. And I went, can you make a fake Wikipedia page in an hour and a half? And he went, it's not going to look perfect. I was like, doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to look passable. And he was like, I can probably whip something up. So I create we just take all of James Garfield's webpage. Yep. I just changed the death to say that it was a man who dropped a piano on him. And I send that to James. And then I don't hear shit for an hour. And I'm like, I mean, this might be the end. And then James replied and was like, hey, man, do you want to go out? So we went to the pool hall that's in Sherman Oaks, and we have a moment alone. And I was like, I know this looks suspicious, but I have to ask. I was like, hey, did you get the link I sent you? And you were like, yeah, it's really weird. But like, I kept finding things that say James Garfield was shot at a train station. And I went, that is weird. And then I kind of took the heat off of it for a while. So, James, I would like to now confess, I apologize. I have been duping you for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I think you had figured it out by this point.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, good.
Which is why I've been, laughing this whole time and not my jaw on the floor.
But yes, that's what was going on.
Yeah, it's the best long long con joke.
The long con.
That's how I used to.
We just watched that last week.
Yeah, that's how I used to do pranks, and then I ended up learning that that's basically what gaslighting is. And even in the context of yucks, that's a no-no. So I've definitely pared back from doing that.
But
that's
you got it in right under the wire.
Right under the wire, where people would be like, "That's funny," and not, "You're an awful human being."
I mean, the movie Gaslight did come out like in 1944.
44. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, who could afford to gaslight with these gas prices, anyways?
So this is a long way to say no, there won't be any future episodes of Trailer Hitch, and we'll cut back in.
And
Lost on Lost is produced and edited by me and JP.
We wish to acknowledge that we live, work, and produce our show on occupied land.
Burbank, California is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Tongva, Chumash, Kizh, and Fernandino Tataviam peoples.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Peoria, Potawatomi, Miama, and Ho-Chunk peoples.
And Lost was produced in Hawaii on the lands of the Kanaka Maoli.
Visit native-land.ca to learn more about the land you live and work on.
You can engage with us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at Lost on Lost 1.
You can also email us at wearelostonlost@gmail.com or support us with dollar monies at coffee.com/wearelostonlost.
Thanks to Lostpedia and its community of contributors, Danny Schmitz, random.org, and as always, you the listeners for tuning in.
We're hosted at Podbean. You can hear us there or wherever you get your podcasts, except MySpace. We're not on MySpace.
Yet.